Poor contact. We've all been there when we go out and we play and we just can't hit the ball solid, or they're hitting it thin, whether we're hitting it fat, but we just cannot get the club on the golf ball. Now, what are we supposed to do about that? Well, typically in my experience, there's 3 reasons that are causing you to make poor contact. And the first one is going to be around your rhythm. So you're getting out of your rhythm and you're either getting too quick or you're stalling out through the golf ball. So I really encourage you to try to slow things down and make sure you keep that continuous motion through the ball. The second issue I see, and probably the most common, is within the pivot. So folks on their trail foot here, when they pivot into their trail side, they get on the outside of this foot. Anytime we move too much laterally, it's really hard to get back to the golf ball and put good pressure and good contact on it. So we need to move into this trail foot. You got to stay on the inside, keep the pressure on the inside of that foot. You can even kick your knee in slightly at address, take the outside of the foot off slightly. That's going to help you really load into that trail leg, help you get back onto the golf ball well. And then the last one, it's similar to rhythm, but folks, they get way too long in their backswing. So just so you know, the longer your backswing is, the less that leads to shaft lean at impact. So what I mean by that, the shorter our swing is, the more that promotes us wanting to get our hands ahead of the ball. The longer it is, that promotes us having less lean at impact. And that's why typically with a driver, we can make a longer swing because we don't need as much shaft lean. We actually don't want much at all to be a good driver of the golf ball. But for an irons, it's completely different. We need to keep our hands ahead. So really encourage you, focus on those 3 things. So good, solid rhythm, and we want to stay good pivot on the inside of that trail foot and not getting too long in the backswing. Now, a great drill to help you with this is picture Tommy Fleetwood. He really only hits 3/4 shots if you watch him, especially on the range. He's got this great system he sets up, and he hits these chest to chest swings where he's focusing on his pivot, he's focusing on his rhythm, and he's just really finishing like this. He's just chest to chest. And that's what's focusing on this impact area, which is all that really matters in our golf swing. So I encourage you, go out, hit some chest to chest swings, focusing on those 3 areas we just talked about. I promise you'll start hitting the ball more solid.